guys, how you doing today? I wanted to show you my beautiful Snow Queen Pothos. Isn't she beautiful? She is gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Get in a little closer so you guys can see the variegation on it. Now, this plant likes to be in higher light. If you don't, let me back up a little bit. I just wanted you guys to see the beautiful variegation on her. Oops. Gosh, I'll get used to my new camcorder here sooner or later, maybe. Hopefully. Let's see if I can tip her just a little bit here. There we go. That looks pretty good in my camera. I got this as a cutting from my friend Mary last summer. And she's grown quite a bit, I guess I'd say. Not a super fast grower, but that's probably kind of my fault because I probably didn't have her in as high a light as I should have. So if you have this plant, you do want to keep her in a little bit brighter light. Just kind of like the Marble Queen. I have a Marble Queen too, and she really does like a little bit higher light than like a regular green or gold pothos. To keep the variegation and to keep it from reverting back to, you know, the all green type of pothos. I noticed that with my Marble Queen, when I pulled her back away from the light, some of her strands that she had started reverting back to all green, which was actually the jade pothos. So I cut those strands off, and now I have a jade pothos which has never reverted back to the Marble Queen, which I don't think it will. I don't know. Maybe if I put it in higher light it would, but I don't know. I have it in a lower light situation, so she probably won't. But anyways, this is a beautiful, beautiful plant. I love the variegation on it. I actually like it better than the Marble Queen, just because of all the splotches in the leaves. I mean, they're just so, so pretty. And when you have it in higher light, it is actually more of a whitish color, which is why it's called Snow Queen. Now, being that I pulled mine back out of the light and put it up in a different area, she kind of lost some of that whiteness that she had. She still has a little bit. Like you can tell this leaf, these two leaves right here, and then compare it to this one where it has more of like almost a neon-y color in the leaves. Well, that's what it's done, and this is the newer growth. Now I am going to, you can see right here, I'm going to let that strand get a little bit longer, and then I'll propagate it and then fill my pot out a little bit more and then let it go. But you want to treat her the same way like you do any other pothos. Let it dry all the way down practically, and then give her another good soaking, and then let it dry again. Let it dry down again before you water it. Now, when I say dry down, I don't mean let it go dry so far as to where the leaves are curling and puckering, and you shouldn't be doing that to your plants. I don't care, even if it is a Hoya. You always want your leaves to be sturdy. You don't want them to curl and pucker and wilt before you decide to take care of your plant and water it, because you're asking for trouble. And once you keep doing that over and over to your plant, that puts a lot of stress on your plants, and it prohibits it from growing properly. Because if it's constantly have to, like if you're letting it wilt down all the way and letting your leaves curl up and gumble up to the point where you water it, then you finally water it, and then it takes a really long time to puff the leaves back up the way, to get the moisture back up into the leaves, because first it's got to go through the roots, and then it has to soak up in through the stem, and then it goes up into the leaves. Well, by the time it's getting to the leaves, I mean, you're going to have a lot of yellow leaves that are yellowing off and dying because you keep letting the plant go too long. Now, you know, I understand I've accidentally let my plants get way too dry, and they've done that, and, you know, doing it a few times isn't going to cause a whole bunch of chaos. But if you repeatedly let your plants dry down and do that, I see so many people say, you know, well, that's how I tell my plant needs to be watered, is it's curled up and the leaves are puckered and it's wilting. And I wait until my plant does that. I don't agree with that. I think you should be doing it long before your plant gets to that point, because you're causing a lot of stress. And, you know, if you keep doing that every time, pretty soon I think your plant is just going to give up and say, okay, I'm done, I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of trying to stay alive, I'm not getting taken care of properly, I'm not getting watered properly. You know, it's just not really a good idea to do that with your plants, and that's just my opinion. I just don't think it's healthy for the plant. But so okay, off my rant about letting your plants go to this point of almost no return. But so Snow Queen Pothos, let her dry down, and then give her good water. Once again, the same kind of food. I give mine the worm castings and fish fertilizer when I water. And she likes to be in a little bit higher light than your regular green or golden pothos. Of course, even the golden pothos, they like to be, I think, in a little more light, because I've had a lot of pothos and I've had them in lower light, and they still grow and they do really fine, but they tend to lose that golden splotching variegation that they have on them after a while, and then they just kind of go all green. So, you know, you want to keep it in a little higher light. And I think I covered everything. Humidity, this plant doesn't really care a whole lot about humidity. Not that I've noticed. I've had them in different situations. I have a couple of these growing upstairs that have, well, they have humidity in the summertime, obviously, but in the wintertime when my heat's running, there's no humidifiers running up there, so it's a very, very low humidity situation, and they do perfectly fine, as far as I've ever seen. So this is a super easy house plant as long as you have a little more light that you can keep it in. It is really a beautiful, beautiful coloration. I really like it. It's, look at that color on there. Isn't she pretty? But, so, I think that is it. I think I covered everything with this plant. I do not know the cost of this plant online. It was given to me as a cutting, but it probably runs about the same as like a Marble Queen or any of the other fancy schmancy pothos that you have out there. I don't know for sure, but And you might even be able to start finding this in stores. But if you have a marble queen, I think it's quite a bit different than the marble queen. But it is a beauty. So, okay guys, I think that is it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.